welcome back to my channel. We are here with SilkPress Princess, and we're gonna get to know a little bit about her and everything like that. So how you doing today?
I'm okay.
Yeah?
I didn't do any hair today, so I'm like normal. It's a normal day for me. I'm like normal Devora.
Oh my gosh. So how has Corona been affecting you, yourself, or as a hairstylist, SilkPress Princess?
Yeah, so with me working from home and living with my family and doing hair from home, when COVID started, everyone was like, no, like do not bring people into this house.
Yeah.
They took it as anyone that walks into this door has Corona. You do their hair,
They got the
you're
Rona.
gonna catch it. So I had to cut down and cancel on clients. But ironically, I got a bunch of followers since COVID. I think people assume that because I worked from home, I can do hair anyway. So I was like, all right, all hair salons are closed, but this girl works from home, so we could just go to her house. So I think my page grew by like 600 followers since COVID started. And I was like, everyone's following me now, thinking that I'm going to do their hair now in the middle of a pandemic. So I feel like my potential clientele like doubled since COVID, but my availability got shorter because of COVID. So my availability went down and my demand went up.
Just to give you guys a little bit of background between us, we've been friends basically all our lives. We met each other when we were like basically babies and just stuck. And you're like always doing things. Aside from doing hair, you have other things that you do. So how do you like balance that out?
Yeah, so I have a full-time job working in the doctor's office. That's 40 hours, Sunday through Thursday.
Jesus.
I take one client when I get home, and I used to take 2 clients on my days off, to the point that I didn't have a day off. And that did not go well. I got overwhelmed. I started feeling burnt out.
Work.
Yeah, like I didn't have a rest day. I didn't have a laundry day. I didn't have a just hang out with friends day. I missed birthdays. So I told myself my days off from the 40 hours a week would be my days off from doing hair. And with me doing that, clients aren't happy, but I'm happier. I think I can manage better now having days off.
Yeah, you gotta balance that.
Yeah.
What brought up SilkPress Princess? Like, what made that become a thing?
Yeah, so actually, I always nicknamed myself Princess. Like, I'll be like, I'm a princess.
Definitely did.
One of my high school friends, her name is Destiny, so I'm shouting you out, girl. I think I did her hair, and when she posted her results, she said something like the SilkPress Princess of Brooklyn. And this is before I had a hair page. I didn't have a hair name. I didn't have like a logo. I was just doing hair. And I was like, that is so cute. Like the SilkPress Princess of Brooklyn. And then from there, I was just like SilkPress Princess. But now I love it. Like I love the name. Now I'm like, that's me.
Right. Do you feel like doing hair has created like a different thing in your life that you're like, damn, this changed me as a person?
Definitely. I could say I'm a very social, friendly, loving person. With my doctor's office job, I get to interact with patients, so that'll be my chance to kind of communicate with people, socialize. But now I feel like with doing hair, the connection that I get with my clients, I'm like, wow, like this is what hairstylists get to brag about.
Yeah.
You know? Like not just doing the hair itself, but like the girl comes in being like, sorry, my hair looks crazy. I'm a little nervous. I don't really know you, so I'm a little scared. And they leave. They're like, girl, we besties. My hair look great. I'm coming back next month. And I'm like, okay. So I feel like now I get to like socialize, but also as crazy as it may sound, like make a difference in someone's hair life.
You do. My hair be crazy. And literally she's one of the only people I let touch my hair. She's literally cut, dyed my hair and everything. And I'm just like, okay, like, it came out really nice. I dyed my hair this blue and it was beautiful. But she's literally the only person that I would trust to do it. I didn't even trust myself. Because I was like, I'm going to come out looking stupid. Like, stupid as hell. Have you had a bad client?
I don't want to say a bad client, but I do have, let me see. I'm trying to think, because I don't want to say I have a bad client. If anything, with energies, my energy is always really positive, and I feel like nervousness doesn't equal bad energy. Like someone can be nervous. I had clients who were like fidgeting while I'm about to cut their hair, Or like clients who fall asleep while I'm flat ironing their hair, and I'm like, wake up. Or don't jump while I have scissors to your head. Like, those are the little things that annoy me. But I feel like when someone's energy is a little off, I'm kind of like, like I got to spend a few hours with you. But I don't know, there's been a few times where I feel like the energy was not equal. So it just made it weird for me. I can say the hair still came out fine, but not being able to socialize how I'm comfortable doing, I just kind of felt like restricted, you know? It made me feel like just do their hair. Don't talk, don't bug them, just do their hair and go.
Oh my God, that's so weird because that's like in your home too.
In my home, in my space, you know? But I can't say anyone ever left with unhappy results. So I'm just like, even though our energies didn't really mesh, you like your hair, that's what you paid for, it's okay.
And they last forever. Like, usually when you get, like, blowouts and things like that, they, like, go... My blowouts, at least, they last maybe 2 minutes, to be honest. Like, I usually... No, for real, I go to the salon, and then, like, they blow out my hair, and I walk outside. If the humidity is too crazy, it's clipped. My hair be, like, an afro. But I've gotten my hair done, and I, like, walked out after her, and it was perfect. It lasts me for a good week and a half, too. And if it lasts me for 2 weeks... You know I'm going back because it's really worth it. So how did you start? Did you like start on yourself? Did you start on your friends? Like, how did that go?
Yeah, funny story. I have no prior hair experience at all. I saw an Instagram video of a person in a chair. Their afro was humongous, like like 4C, huge afro, and the stylist spun her in a chair. And when she turned back, her hair was like blown out with the nice little curls, and I was like, what perm is that? Like, that is a new relaxer or something, and I want it. And the caption said something about a SilkPress. I went on YouTube because I was like, what perm is this? Like, I need to order that perm for my hair because my hair was never that straight. When I saw that there were no chemicals being used, I was like, no way. There's no way that a flat iron and a blow dryer gets someone's hair that straight. And I can say I watched a few YouTube videos, I read a few articles, and I went on Amazon and ordered...
My best friend, Amazon.
I ordered so much stuff, like plastic wrap, a flat iron, a bonnet dryer.
You went crazy on Amazon.
Like, I was like,
oh, I'm going to do this.
I was like, my hair is thicker than that girl's, and my hair never get that straight. And I tried it on myself, and my hair came out the straightest I've ever seen it in my life.
Oh, wow.
And I did my mother's. So she was my first client, my mom. I was like, Mom, can I still press your hair? She was like, okay. And I took pictures of each step and put it on Snap. It was kind of like, hair was washed, hair was deep conditioned, hair was blow dried, hair was this, hair was that. And I think from there, me posting her hair in steps, everyone was like, oh my God, do mine. How much do you charge? And I was like, nothing. Like, come to my house. I'm free.
Come.
I wasn't even working. I didn't have a job when I first did my hair. Yeah,
being nice.
I quit my job for like a month before that. Yeah, I don't know why I did that. I was just like, you know,
you were practicing.
Exactly.
Yeah, it was the lead up.
Exactly.
The results now are freaking amazing. So for people who don't know what a silk press is, what is a silk press? Because honestly, when I first did it, I didn't even know what a silk press was. To be honest, I only trusted her. And like I said, we knew each other our whole lives. And I don't remember who, I think it was your mom that you posted. And I was like, look at her. Yeah. I was like, you want to do my hair? And my hair is thick. My hair is thick and it's just curly and it's just a lot to handle. So what is a silk press?
What it is. So it's a hair straightening technique. I'm going to say that. It's a way to get your hair straightened. What makes it come out silky or silk is the products that you use. So your hair comes out silky straight because you get it really clean. So you get rid of all the oils, the dirt, the stuff that makes your hair heavy. You wash all that out. And then before you actually apply the heat, you use heat protectant or heat serums, which is a lightweight heat protectant that makes your hair come out silky. You straighten the hair in 1-inch parts. Once you do that, the hair literally comes out silky straight. It's the technique that makes it come out silky straight. And some people like do a silk wrap where you wrap the hair in plastic when you're done and that gives it like the final touch, or some people would just curl the ends. Or some people just leave it bone straight and they just show how silky it is. But I want to say it's a hair straightening technique because if you just went home right now and took a blow dryer and a flat iron, your hair might not come out silky straight. But if you do the technique, you use the products, Then you might have a silk press.
Yeah. You might.
You might.
Or you can just go to her and she'll do it for you. So would you say you have a favorite product do you use, or like something that's been pretty consistent? Because you've been doing this for about how long?
So since January of 2018.
2018.
So 2 years and a few months.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's amazing. Wait, 3 years and a few months. Wouldn't it be?
2.
How? Am I bugging?
So
Because we in 2020.
January of 2020 made 2 years. January of 2021 would make 3.
Yeah.
So
we pretty close to
pretty
2021.
Close to 3?
So yeah, it's been 3 years. I know I'm not bugging.
I'm like, no, it's 2. But
yeah, you've been doing this for a while.
I can say now I'm more comfortable with any hair texture, any hair length, any hair state. And it took me a while to get there. Some people would come and I'll see their hair and I'm like, all right, I got this. Like, it's going to be a struggle, but I got this. Whereas now I'm like, oh, girl, sit down. Let's go. I think my favorite product is my heat serum, which right now I've been switching it up, but my favorite is the Paul Mitchell Super Skinny Serum. It's this huge bottle. You only need like a little tiny circle. You rub it into your hands. And you would think a girl would be like, oh no, with my hair, you got to use a lot. But I swear, you put a little amount in your hands. You rub it like this. You rub it through the hair. Once you go to flat iron it, it looks so shiny as if I took oil and just like poured it on someone's head.
Oh, wow.
It's the first time I feel like a product really meant a little bit goes a long way. It's my favorite. And it's not super cheap, but the bottle lasts for so long that I feel like if you bought it for yourself, you would have it like forever.
You feel like, have you collaborated with any like companies or anything like that?
So far, a company, Bloom Elements, they have a SilkPress line or I'll say like heat styling line. But basically their kit includes everything that you would need to silk press your hair. And by everything, I mean like the washing products, the heat protectant before blow drying, the heat protectant before flat ironing, the mist spray before curling.
Oh, like, they literally give you everything.
Everything. Okay. And that was my first time using one product line for the entire process, and I love it. The results came out great. So I did make like a video of me doing a silk press with their products for them. And another company makes flat irons. Their name is MLA Pro. So MLA Pro Tools. They make flat irons. They sent me a flat iron in the mail, and I made a video using it. And the cool thing was I was able to give my followers a discount if they bought the flat iron using my code. So it was kind of like, if you buy this flat iron and you use my code Princess, you get a discount. And that was pretty cool because a lot of my followers actually bought the flat iron.
Yeah.
And it was really good too. Like, I used so many flat irons in going on 3 years.
Oh, well, throughout the time.
Yeah, just to try a new one. One broke, I'm like, new one. Or I'll hear of one, and I'm like, let me try it out. So when I tried it, I was kind of like, a new flat iron, whatever. But I can say the results came out really good. So yeah, so far 2 companies. But now I'm kind of like, who's next?
What do you think your next company that you really want to collaborate with? Is it like a product, or is it like a line of some sort? Like, what do you think you want to do next?
So a lot of my clients ask me for product recommendations. Like, they'll tell me about their hair. Like, my hair has this issue. What do you think I can use for that? And I'm not really a product junkie on my own time. When I'm doing silk presses, I know everything. But for my own hair, I'm not like, just use this. I'm kind of like, I use whatever. But I kind of want to, if I don't make my own product, collab with a product company to like tell my clients, use this for your hair. I know it works because I've seen the results. Like, kind of know more about natural hair products and hopefully like work with that company. Either I sell their products for them to my clients, or they help me kind of make my own. I don't know. But yeah, I don't have a specific company in mind, but I think it would be products at this point.
So you guys hear that? Hit her up. She wants to collab. She want to do it. So what do you think is next for SilkPress Princess? Like, what do you think is next for you and your journey and everything? Because right now with Corona, it's like we're very limited to certain things that we can do, people we can talk to, things of that nature. So it's like, what is next? So what do you want to see for the future of SilkPress Princess?
So I feel like whenever I think about that, I get like anxiety. I get scared. I'm like, I don't know.
Oh, let's talk about the future.
Yeah, I never. When I started doing hair, even at the client number 5, I never pictured 2.5 years later I would be here. So I'm always like, oh my God, like what is happening? But I can say my boyfriend, he's like my little cheerleader from behind the scenes. Shout out to him. I think my next step needs to be a space. I work from home and I only do hair part-time. Everyone wants me to do hair full-time. They're like, girl, why you not doing hair full-time? Or why you don't got your own salon now? Or why you don't have your own space? Or why you don't work in this shop? So I feel like that's what everyone's demanding. So that eventually would be my next step. I don't know if I want to find a salon to work in, or if I want to open my own salon or open my own salon space.
Yeah.
But my boyfriend is in the real estate game, so he'll be the one to help me out with that.
To find a space and things like that.
Yeah.
Do you feel like you see yourself running a whole beauty salon or anything of nature, or like just being you by yourself?
Yeah, so I feel like a lot of girls who own salons, they're not there. They're just making the money from everyone who's in there. And I feel like I would be bored if I was just sitting at home and I'm like, they making my money for me. So I feel like I would want to be in the shop. I also feel like my clients are clingy. They are. Y'all are so clingy. But I think if I had a shop and a client came to see me and I'm like, oh, my girl Gina got you, they're going to be like, no. I think my clients will only want me. Yeah. So I feel like with my own space, they're coming there to see me and just me. Whereas if I opened up my own salon, slowly but surely, I'm going to end up not having to work. And I don't think my clients will want that. So I think I want to be like a me thing for now. Just me.
Yeah. But I mean, it's a startup. I think that's beautiful because I know you also make drinks. She makes drinks. This girl is just talented. Like, you ever met somebody that just do everything? Like, low-key. I feel like she just do everything. And if she don't know how to do it, she'll try to learn how to do it and still be like, I know how to do that. Like, I'm going to do it. So where do you think your creative aspect comes from? Like, do you feel like you have a creative family, or is just something that you just grew up with your whole life and it just happened?
I want to say it comes from my environment. The people I associate myself with, everyone does different things. I can say all of my friends, if I had 10 friends come here right now, everyone's doing something completely different. And I was the friend, I don't want to say doing nothing.
I was the friend chilling.
But yeah, like I was kind of like, I went to college, but I didn't have no passion.
Educated.
I didn't think I had a talent. So I feel like with me, I like to dibble and dabble into different things. It makes it fun.
You have your own website, like where they can go book, right? So how did that come about? Like you creating that? Like what made you create that to be like, all right, now y'all driving it?
So before I was not getting booked like that. My appointments were not getting booked in 5 minutes. You can go on my site and find an appointment. If not that week, the next week. Before I had my booking site, you can just text me or inbox me and I would just scribble your name down in my little planner and you'll come. A girl wrote me to come a month later and I was like, girl, I don't be doing nothing. You could come. Ended up going to Puerto Rico with my best friends. That trip was random. And the client texted me while I was in Puerto Rico, like, hey girl, we still set for tomorrow? And I was like, there's no way this girl got an appointment. I was like, hold up. I'm like going through my phone, like she's bugging. And literally she had an appointment.
Sis was not bugging.
And I realized I did not scribble her name in my planner. I also didn't bring my planner to Puerto Rico because I'm thinking vacation, I'm not doing hair. Forgetting that a month prior I agreed to book her and I felt really bad. I rescheduled her, but after that, I was like, I need a booking site that's going to email me every day and be like, good morning, you got this to do today, you got this next week, and I think from there, I made my booking site. But it's also more professional. I think to say DM me, and you might lose track of your DMs, you might get too many DMs, and you're like annoyed. The booking site, here's a link, you do what you got to do.
Like, what's one thing you want me to tell my friend? Like, you want people to pass along that's like consistent, like no matter what, anybody you talk to will say the same thing.
I don't know, that's a hard question.
I'm doing good with these questions.
I want to say like I really am the sweetest person ever. And I feel like that goes for hair, but also just in general.
Yeah.
Mainly for hair because a lot of people, they're very sketchy about who they go to get their hair done. They feel like they might be judged or the person... Some people are like ashamed of how their hair looks. And I can say with me, like, I'm so sweet. I do not care. I don't judge you. But I think with knowing that in advance, it makes it easier to meet me.
Yeah,
I'm like not
definitely
a hard person to connect with at all.
You're not. You're super friendly. What do you think pushes you and like keeps you going to want to do this?
Yeah, so my hair page. My hair Instagram page now, I made that in July of 2019.
Mm-hmm.
So it's been a little over a year since I had that Instagram page. And I didn't know about social media business pages. I didn't know how to run a business account. I've been just winging it. The messages that I get on there, like from my clients or just people in general, like I had someone tell me that when they get home from work, they work somewhere stressful. When they get home from work, they go on my story and it helps them like de-stress after a long day. And I was like, what? My little recordings of me doing someone's hair, and they're like, girl, yes, like your page is therapeutic. They're like, your videos are soothing. And I was
satisfying.
Oh yeah, my God. Like, yeah. I get some really cute, heartfelt messages on there. Some of them are complete strangers, not even in New York City. But I can say that page, I'm so glad I made it because it makes me realize, like, this is really important.
Yeah.
And my clients are so sweet. There's so many of them, but I have, like, the best clients ever. When COVID was kind of slowing down and I was, like, texting some of them, they were so happy to hear from me.
Really?
Like, it felt like I was reaching out to like a family member. Like they're like, I'm so glad you're okay. And I was like, you care about my well-being.
You care about me.
Every little interaction that I'm like, I was like, this is why I'm doing this.
Do you feel like it's hard for you to be confident or like in general? Because I know when you start up, it's like, damn, I don't know if I'm doing this right. Or like you can be confident in yourself. You know how you do something, but you're not actually confident in what you do. I feel like you're really confident in what you do. Like, yo, I know I'm going to make your hair amazing. I know I can do this. So like what brings that? Like, I know this is amazing. Like, I know I can do this.
It took me a while to get there. When a client would come in excited, the more excited the client was to have good results, the more I felt like, oh man, like if this does not come out good, I did not meet their expectations. But I think, I want to say like a few months ago, I finally got like fully confident.
A few months ago?
This. Yes.
It's been almost 3 years.
Believe it or not, I feel like now I'm like, with all my new products and all my new techniques that I have to teach myself, I'm like, I got this. Like, now I know that I'm going to transform your hair. Even if it's not what they pictured in their head, I was like, I know that how they walked in is going to be a huge difference from when they walk out. And now that I'm fully confident, I was like, girl, wait till you see.
I got this.
But it took me a while to get there. I think the more I practiced, the more confident I got.
This is your first interview as a hairstylist. I'm so happy that you came on here, though. I'm like, so aside from us being friends, we genuinely have a good connection. Like, she is one of my best friends that I have. It's been all my goddamn life. So it's kind of hard for her not to be. Yeah. But we do have separate careers. Like, she's a hairstylist. I can't be doing your hair. I get irritated quick. She's so patient. Like,
I should have said that too.
Yeah. Yeah, she is.
I'm sweet, but I'm very patient. I'm an impatient person. But when it comes to hair,
so patient.
So patient. And I don't know where that came from.
3 tips for someone who has never had a SilkPress, to like upcoming tips, things to just be ready for, things like that. And then 3 tips to someone who has a SilkPress and how to take care of it. So let's do that first. So the person who's never gotten it, what would be your 3 tips to them for if they should get it and what they should be prepared for?
Okay, so one concern that most people have is heat damage. They're like, can a SilkPress heat damage my hair? The answer is yes. Did any of my clients get heat damage? The answer is no. Heat damage comes from overusing heat, not protecting the hair from the heat, or using a temperature that's too high for that person's hair texture. If the stylist knows what they're doing, the chances of you getting heat damage is very low. But you can get heat damage, and you should be mindful of that. That's one thing. I would never sit here and say, you don't get heat damage, because it's like my clients didn't, but yes, you can. There's people that got damaged from getting their hair straightened once. A second thing, don't look at someone else's results and want that for yourself. I say that because we have 2 different hair textures.
Yeah.
My results don't come out like yours, but we both have amazing results. Some people look at a silk press and they're like, I want my hair to look like that. And their hair is not in that state, it's not that length, it's not that texture. So I feel like don't come in trying to look like someone else. Just come in being prepared to see your hair and its health and shine and, you know. The third thing, don't be afraid to get a haircut. Some people see silk press results and it's nice and it's flowy and it's healthy and they're like, how come mine didn't look like that? And it's like, because you have damaged ends and you don't want to cut them. I lie to you not, if you cut your ends, you will see progress. Even if it's not from that first visit, as your hair starts to grow out and your ends are healthy, you're gonna notice like, wow, now my hair is healthy. A lot of people are scared to cut their hair. I'm gonna say cut rather than trim, because I feel like trim is this, cut might be this, but sometimes the person has this much damaged hair. So it's like, you're getting a haircut.
That's a cut. Like,
you're cutting
that's
it.
That's not a trim.
I feel like people see healthy hair and they're like, that's what I want from my silk press. But then they get the silk press, and when it's time to trim, they're like scared. Don't be scared to cut your hair. One, it's going to grow back. It should grow back. If it's not growing back, something is wrong.
3 tips of the people who, when you get a silk press, 3 tips you should either, or rules or anything like that you should follow, or like, when do you think somebody should re-get a silk press, or how does that work?
So after your silk press, like right after, I would say try to wrap your hair at night or cover it. You can pin curl it, you can wrap it. That helps the results stretch out for as long as possible. Especially if you're someone that like sweats easily or if it's humid outside, wrap it up at night. As much as you want to play with it, try to cover it for as long as you can. When you wash your hair out of the silk press, deep condition it. Some of my clients, yes. I feel like we started something healthy. When you go home, you need to continue it. Don't think I'm going to wait until my next silk press to give a treatment. Like, you can do treatments at home, and you should. I tell my clients, every time you wash your hair, treat it. If that's every week, 2 weeks, every month, take care of your hair at home too. That way, when you come back, I most likely won't have to cut that much. Your hair is easier to do. It's healthy. And then as far as coming back again, I always say try to trim your hair 3 to 4 times in a year or every 3 to 4 months. Just a trim. You might get a cut that first visit, but when you come back 3 to 4 months later, if you're taking care of your hair on your own, we'll go from cutting this much to like this. And you come back 3 to 4 months later, it should be the same thing. Like, it should be consistent moving forward if you're being consistent.
Now, for the people who have colored hair like me, I dye my hair all the time. Do silk presses have an effect on that? Is my hair more damaged when I do a silk press and my hair is colored, or like, does it matter?
So I feel like with colored hair, you have to maintain the color by one, keeping your hair moisturized to prevent it from like drying and breaking off. I feel like the products that I use are color safe. So a silk press won't alter your color. It shouldn't mess it up. It shouldn't change your color. If anything, the treatments that I use are actually good for colored hair as well. It's good for like chemically treated, color treated. All my products are pretty much moisturizing. So if anything, it kind of helps your hair look better. But I feel like the treatments are important. Like in my packages, everyone's getting a treatment. Some people, treatments are optional. If you have colored hair and you're applying heat to it, especially like multiple types of heat, blow dryer, flat iron, curling iron. I use 3 different heat tools. You have to deep condition first. Don't have your hair dry and then add all these products to it, because then it's going to break off.
What are those packages that you provide?
Yeah, so the first one is the SilkPress Princess package. That was the first one I ever made. It includes what you would need for your first silk press for anyone. Like, this could be for anyone, entry level, first time. It's a wash, a deep condition, a trim, and then afterwards we'll do like a light curl or bump, and I'll do a plastic wrap, and then you're good. The second package is that first one, but with a steamer treatment instead. So I usually use a heating cap for the conditioner, With this one, it's a steamer. So you literally have a steamer over your head, and it's like steam. It's basically an intensive moisturizing treatment. If you feel like your hair is dry and needs some moisture, this will be better than the standard package. The next one is a protein treatment. So that you put in your hair before you shampoo and condition it. You leave it in for anywhere from 15 to 30 minutes. That's good to, like, if you have damaged hair, chemically damaged hair, color damaged hair, your hair just isn't as healthy as you want it to be, that's really good to put some protein in your hair. Don't overuse protein, because that's a thing, apparently. Like, your hair is too much protein. Yeah, like too much protein. But if you feel like before your SilkPress appointment your hair needs it, then book it. The results come out super shiny, super healthy. And then now my newest package is Olaplex.
Olaplex.
Yes, and that's a product line, Olaplex. It's like a science brand. It repairs hair bonds, like broken hair bonds. So it literally strengthens your hair. Salons usually use it for colored hair types, but it works for all hair types. I use the treatment, the shampoo, and the conditioner. And I can say that everyone who used it so far, their hair comes out shiny, bouncy, lightweight. It's like magic in a bottle. The bottles are like this small, but it's magical. It's a SilkPress Princess package, but I have treatment options you can add on. They're not mandatory. If you didn't get one, your hair would still come out amazing. It's just that some people are like, my hair might need extra this, or my hair is lacking in this department, I might need a steamer. So yeah, it's just like little add-ons.
And for the people watching, where can they find you, like to follow? Yeah. What can they do to book? Things like that.
SilkPress.Princess is my Instagram page. You can see all my results there, or the majority. I don't post everything, but you can see the different types of hair that I work with. I have a booking site. I don't know it by heart, but it's on my Instagram. If you go on
make
my
sure
Instagram,
to drop the link also below.
Yeah, and it shows like my packages, a little bit about me, updates about my availability, cancellations, all that fun stuff. But if you go on my Instagram, everything is listed there, and it's SilkPress.Princess.
Well, thank you for coming and chilling.
You're welcome.
With the Talk to Me Tea family, you know. So yeah, make sure you guys go follow her, like the pictures, book an appointment. She's located in Brooklyn, New York.
Yes.
It's super convenient. Honestly, it's by like every train and freaking every bus.
Literally.
Yeah, we're super close to everything. Make sure you guys go follow her. I'm going to make sure to drop her Instagram below. I'm going to drop the site for her booking, everything below if you guys want to follow her. So thanks for watching. Adios.
Bye. Hi, I'm the SilkPress Princess, and you just finished watching me on Talk to Me Tea. Make sure you like and subscribe to her YouTube channel, and make sure you watch all her videos.